We're here at the Odyssey trying out some of this year's EPCOT International Festival of the Holidays snacks. In front of us right now we have the mint chocolate mousse wreath, the apple caramel crumb cake, the chocolate covered toffee brittle, the peppermint pinwheel cookie, which is one of the cookies on the cookie stroll, and then we have the frozen caramel hot chocolate with Twix cookie bar pieces. So that's what we got.
I'm excited.
We started the day with sugar because that's how we're going to get through the rest of the day.
Exactly. So which one should we start with?
Let's start with this mint thing because we have to cut it.
It's very pretty.
Well, there we go. That cut pretty well. So we're trying the mint chocolate mousse wreath. I think it has mint in it. It's also white on the inside with some chocolate chips maybe. So I don't know. There's no description for this.
Oh, big bite.
It's minty. So I don't like mint. I'm not a mint person. I like the mint juleps at Disneyland though. This is a very
minty.
It's a very fake mint flavor. It's like mint extract. It's obviously not real mint leaves.
Yeah.
That's the flavor that I don't like. That kind of overwhelms everything else in this wreath. I can't even tell whether that's like a white chocolate mousse or a vanilla mousse with chocolate chips. I don't even know because the mint overwhelms everything in here.
Yeah, it tastes like warmer chocolate chip ice cream, like mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Yeah, which I don't like either.
I mean, I like mint chocolate chip ice cream, and this is a little too minty for my taste personally. So take that for what you will.
Let's move on to the next messy thing we have here, which is this apple caramel crumb cake.
It's pretty.
It's also very large.
Not sure what that is.
It's like a piece of the box, I think. So we're trying the apple caramel crumb cake. This is actually a very large cake for $4.75. That is less than that mint chocolate chip wreath, actually, which was $5. So this looks really good. I don't know how you're supposed to eat it, but we're just going to try to take a little bite here.
It's definitely messy.
Oh, it's crumbly.
Oh my gosh.
It is super crumbly, but there are apples in it. I didn't even get an apple in that bite. It was all crumb. I'm going to try to get a bite with apple.
Yeah,
That's
crumb.
good. I like it. That is, it's kind of a fairly typical apple crumb cake. It has a lot of crumb. But it's good. I like it. It's immense size for the price.
Yeah.
This is something like could easily share among 3 or 4 people. I don't taste too much of the caramel. I think the caramel may be only the swirl on the top, and there's none really in it.
Yeah,
So I would like to see a little more caramel flavor.
I agree, because then if you had more caramel inside, it would hold it together better. Some of those crumblies might
That's
actually
true.
hold
Yes.
together.
Yes. Absolutely.
It's very good. The crumblies. I'm not a messy eater. I don't like making a mess of my food, so I would definitely like to see something.
Yeah.
little more
That holds together a little bit better. Okay. Next, we're going to move to this. We'll try to clean up our mess here. We're going to move to this is the peppermint pinwheel cookie.
I'm excited.
This is the first of our cookies that are on the cookie stroll. And this is just, I think, a hard cookie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as dry as it looks.
It's not as dry as it looks, but it is dry.
It's dry. As are most of the cookies on the cookie stroll, unfortunately, I think. I don't really get a lot of peppermint taste in this one. There was way more mint in the mint wreath than there is in this cookie. Or maybe my mouth is just still reeling from the mint in the wreath, and I can't taste it in here. But it's very subtle.
Yeah, very subtle. It's exactly what you'd expect. It's just more subtle peppermint.
It is.
Not bad.
All right, let's move on to the chocolate-covered toffee brittle. This may be the thing that I'm most excited about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's toffee and it's brittle.
Okay. I know you like brittle.
I like brittle. It's brittle. There's a nice inside shot. It's basically just like chocolate-covered brittle. Oh, wow.
The toffee is strong. Toffee is very strong.
It's really good. I
Very
love
rich.
this.
Absolutely, very rich. You can taste all the flavors.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
The brittle's very intense. It's very good brittle. Brittle toffee brittle. I don't know what the difference is between toffee and brittle and toffee brittle. But it's like a Heath bar,
Yeah.
basically. So it's pretty good. I like it a lot. This is one of my favorites so far in this young day of festival foods.
You got a lot to go.
But it's a good one.
Be careful if you just got your teeth done. It's very, very chewy. Sticky.
All right, we'll be back with some more in a minute. Okay, lastly, here from the Holiday Hearth Desserts at the Odyssey is the frozen caramel hot chocolate with Twix cookie bar pieces and whipped cream. The Twix cookie bar pieces are on top of the whipped cream. And the hot chocolate, caramel hot chocolate, is underneath. And I don't know how easy this is going to be to eat with a straw. This came out of a slushy machine. So we will try it. That's very rich. It's very rich. It's very intense. The chocolate's fairly intense.
I think drinking it without the straw would probably be better because then you get the
Well, let me try that.
toffee. Not the toffee.
Get rid of this straw.
The crumbly. Because then the chocolate's not so strong.
Yeah, the whipped cream tempers the chocolate quite a bit.
Yeah. It's a pretty good snack, but I definitely would avoid the straw.
Yeah, it's better without the straw. I don't get that much of a caramel flavor.
I didn't get any caramel.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a gimmick or they forgot to put it in, or it's just the Twix that gives you the caramel flavor. But maybe also after just eating the toffee, we're kind of desensitized to caramel. I don't know.
Yep.
It's good. It's very good for what it is, a non-alcoholic, fancy frozen hot chocolate.
That's not hot though.
It's frozen.
Yeah.
Frozen hot.
Frozen hot chocolate.
So we will be back in a few moments with some more. Next, we have a selection of items from Connections Eatery in World Celebration. There are 3 festival offerings at Connections Eatery. 2 are the same thing, one with alcohol and one without. First up is the So Many Wishes, which has a mutilated star floating on top.
This has glitter in it.
It also has Stardust. That's called Stardust.
Stardust. It's Stardust. Sorry.
This is inspired by the all-new animated film Wish, not inspired by the cruise ship of the same name. This is pomegranate green tea, hibiscus, lemon, and a dash of stardust inspired by the culinary treasures of the Kingdom of Rosas in Disney's all-new animated musical film Wish. And also, it has what looks to me, well, it looks like a leaf. What I think it is it's a slice of dried star fruit to give you that star-shaped thing that floats in here that I have to imagine you're not supposed to eat or drink. But we're going to taste this. It looks like it's very sweet. Oh, the stardust is tasty.
Is it?
No, you can't. It's just edible glitter. You can't taste it at all.
But that's really good though.
It's very sweet. Pomegranate, green tea, hibiscus, and lemon. So I get a lot of the lemon flavor. It's
Yeah,
actually like a lemony pomegranate green tea. I don't know if I get the hibiscus in there. It's really kind of overshadowed by the sweetness and the pomegranate.
Yeah, I think the pomegranate's probably the strongest of the flavors. I think that little bitter aftertaste is probably from the lemon and the hibiscus.
Yeah.
But it's very good. I think, add a little Tito's or something to it.
It's super refreshing. It's a very refreshing drink for a hot day, but unfortunately we're in the end of November here at EPCOT. It's not a hot day. This would be great on a hot day. The second drink we have from the Connections Eatery is the Coquito Milkshake. This is available as a non-alcoholic version or an alcoholic version with Bacardi rum. And of course, we got, because it's what, like 11 o'clock in the morning.
That's
Oh,
noon.
it's 12. Oh, it's
noon.
12. So it's noon now. So we got the version with the rum. Planning ahead. So this has whipped cream. It looks like toasted coconut on top. Oh, that's good.
That is good. I'm like surprised it's so good.
So full disclosure, I actually made coquitos last night at Thanksgiving dinner.
What?
I did.
It's not bad.
This one is very good. I can't say that it's better than mine. Mine was very sweet. This is not as sweet.
Yeah, no, this is
So this is good though. It's nice and cool.
a little spicy.
It has a fair amount of cinnamon
Like,
in it.
Yeah, Disney spicy, right? Like it's not. It's
Yeah,
not that
no, I mean, you can sort of see the amount of cinnamon and nutmeg, I think, is in there too.
But it's good. It gets you in the holiday mood for sure.
This is kind of like, it's kind of like the Puerto Rican version of eggnog.
Right.
This is their eggnog.
I think the coconut was a good added touch. I've never had it with coconut on top like that.
No, the
I thought it
coconut on
was
top is good. Yeah, usually it's made with coconut milk or cream of coconut.
Right.
Cream of coconut absolutely adds to the sweetness. This kind of tastes like it doesn't have the cream of coconut in it, but it's good. I highly recommend this.
Yeah, that's been my favorite.
If you
so
like
far.
eggnog, this is kind of an interesting alternate version of eggnog, but it's very holiday spiced and quite tasty.
I think it's lighter than eggnog, personally. It's not as dairy heavy for me.
It's not. Also, I think the rum probably waters it down, but you can't taste the rum in that at all.
It's dangerous.
So either we got scammed or it's well-masked rum. Rum in there, because I don't taste it at all.
I drink that for sure. I drink often, so. It's got
Okay.
My stamp.
We'll be back with more. Here we are with 2 items from the Noche Buena Cochina booth.
Yes. So we have the spiced chocolate cookie here, and then we also have the Ponche Navidino, which is a Christmas punch with apples, pears, guava, oranges, dry hibiscus, brown sugar, tamarind, cinnamon sticks, and clove, served warm. That's a lot.
Look at that.
That looks interesting.
That looks like a hot sangria. All right, so this cookie is another one on the cookie stroll, which is why we had to get it.
I'm excited about it though. A spiced chocolate cookie. I'm waiting for the spice.
Me too. Still waiting.
Yeah, I don't have any spice.
I don't know what kind of spice they're talking about. It's a very dark chocolate cookie. It's not sweet at all, really.
It's very chewy.
Yeah, it's much softer than I expected, to the point of it being almost like a brownie consistency.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm definitely with that. But there's no, for it to just say spiced chocolate cookie, I don't see any spice. I don't taste any spice.
No,
It's weird. But it's okay. It's a good cookie.
if you gotta get it for the cookie stroll, well then you gotta get it, but
Right.
I wouldn't get it otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not a one and done thing.
All right,
And then we have the Ponche Navidino.
Christmas punch. It doesn't actually tell you what the base liquid in the Christmas punch is.
very strange. Very citrusy is what I would go with at first. It's the first note.
Yeah.
To be fair, there are a lot of flavors in here. You got the apples, the pears, the guava, the oranges, the hibiscus, tamarind. Those are all.
Yeah.
Kind of
You can definitely, you obviously, again, you can't taste the hibiscus because hibiscus is such a mild flavor that it just gets overpowered with everything else. But I taste the pear, orange, guava, apple, tamarind. There's supposed to be cinnamon sticks in there. I really kind of don't taste the cinnamon all that much.
I don't taste cinnamon at all. I'm like trying to look and see.
And clove. I don't taste clove either. Here, we need to get the big
Get the
orange out of the way.
I don't see
No,
any
there's-
cinnamon sticks.
There's just a whole bunch of apples in. Oh no, there is a cinnamon stick. Look at that.
Huh.
That's very interesting. There's a cinnamon stick in there.
It's
Plus a
not-
whole bunch of apples.
It's not bad. It's very,
It tastes like a Christmas punch.
yeah.
Not necessarily something I would go for.
No, not myself either. I would, unless you're looking for just like a very base warm drink, not looking for anything spectacularly tasteful, this would probably be a good option.
It's
but
like I would much rather have like a spiced hot mulled apple cider or something.
Yeah.
I think would be much better than this.
agree with
It kind of seems like that's what this is trying to do, but whatever the base liquid is in there is not really that flavorful.
no, it's very watered down.
It kind of tastes watered down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not from the ice because it's obviously served hot.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back with more in a minute. Welcome back, everybody. We are here at the Mexico booth, and I do have my
Your passport.
passport. So we have some things from the Mexico booth here. I don't know what they are. The Mexico booth is not in my book. There it is.
You got there.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here from the Las Posadas Holiday Kitchen at the Mexico booth. We have the two main food items, the giant tostada de chorizo. It's a giant tostada, about 8 inches in diameter, with chipotle black bean puree, ground chorizo, salsa verde, queso cojita, crema mexicana, and pickled onions.
That's interesting.
It does. It looks like it's like a Mexican pizza, but not the one you get at Taco Bell, but rather a good one. You obviously can't cut this.
I was about to say, I'm curious to see how you go about this, because I have no plan of action here.
It's going to be messy no matter what you do here. See, I started it, made it very easy for
Yeah,
you.
It was perfect. Oh,
This is spicy. It's actually way more spicy than a normal Disney
yeah.
food thing. It's actually very spicy. I think the chipotle black bean puree.
It caught me off guard. Yeah, you're right. That's not Disney spicy.
But it's good. I like it.
good.
It's got a great mixture of flavors. You can taste the black bean, the chorizo, the salsa verde.
Everything's very prominent.
It's
Nothing's
all-
overpowered.
Yeah,
It's really good. It's just really spicy. It's not Disney spicy. It's spicy.
it's real spicy. But it's great. I think it's a fantastic dish. It's nice and large,
Yeah.
easy to share. But I like it a lot.
Hmm.
All right, next we have
So we have the tamale de barbacoa, shredded barbacoa beef in a corn masa, topped with mole
negro.
mole negro, queso cotija,
Yeah.
crema mexicana, and pickled onions. It looks pretty good. I
So
like
this
tamales.
is looks like a tamale to me. Wow, this is a
It's a thick tamale.
well, it's got the beef inside, which makes it very difficult to cut with a not really very sharp plastic knife.
Sort of fell apart.
Wow, I like this.
Okay.
It's not the best tamale. The beef inside is really good, though.
The beef is good. I think the tamale is a little chewy.
Yeah, it's not the best tamale, but the beef is very good.
Yeah.
I kind of almost wish there was a little more sauce on top.
Yeah.
So I think the sauce is good.
The sauce is very good, and it's the most prominent of the flavors, I think.
Yeah.
It pairs well with the beef. But the rest, the tamale itself is...
Yeah, the tamale itself is where I think this kind of falls down. It's good, but I would certainly recommend the tostada over this.
Yeah, me too.
All right, and the beverage from Las Posadas Holiday Kitchen is an apple margarita. This has Centinela Blanco tequila, apple puree, black tea cinnamon cordial, and Nixta corn liqueur topped with whipped cream and holiday salt.
It's holiday salt.
In a lot of these reviews with the alcoholic beverages, we tell you, oh, you can't really taste the alcohol in this. This is completely the opposite. This is so alcohol forward. You get apple flavor, but you don't get much else. This is like apple flavored alcohol versus an alcoholic apple drink.
Yeah, it's not like a hard apple cider either.
No, it's very, very alcohol forward.
Yeah, strong aftertaste of alcohol.
You'd have to like tequila, I think. Although I don't know that the alcohol that I'm tasting is the tequila. It might be the corn liqueur.
Yeah.
I don't know what that tastes like at all. So maybe that's it. It's not great.
Bad though either.
It's not bad, but it's also like $14. I think you could get much better alcoholic beverages for $14 than this one. Maybe the holiday salt is good. Is it salty?
It is salty, but it's not. It's not crazy different salts. It's just salt, you know. But it's not even.
But I would not recommend this. I think you could easily spend your money in better places than this one.
Yeah. Get an apple cider. That's hard. Not this.
There you go. All right, we'll be back with more in a moment. We are here in the rain outside of the China Pavilion. The only new thing at the Shanghai Holiday Kitchen this year is this beverage called the Butterfly Lantern, which has butterfly pea blossom gin, vodka, prickly pear, lychee, soda water, and boba. And there's something on the rim, and I don't know what it is, and it doesn't say on the menu. It's some kind of sugar.
It's very pretty.
It's pretty.
It's a very pretty drink. So
Yeah.
Let's try it. That's weird. That's the first instinct, is it's different.
It's very different. The lychee is very prominent.
Yeah.
If you like lychee, I think you'll like this.
I've never had lychee before, so that's probably why my first instinct was weird.
You don't really taste the gin or the vodka.
No, yeah.
The alcohol's very well hidden. The lychee's very prominent. It's a sugar rim with something,
Yeah,
and I don't know what.
but it's very good.
It looks like there's a little bit of glitter in there too.
That's the best.
Edible glitter is a thing, I guess.
No, it's great. It's great. I didn't have any of the boba, I guess because it's at the bottom.
The boba's at the bottom.
Maybe we should try it with a straw.
Won't you break it? Won't you break the boba?
I don't know. I'm not adventurous, Jason.
You never had boba?
I've had boba.
Okay.
Twice.
All right, so we have the killer straw with the sharp tip
Yeah.
that we're going to use to try to get boba and see how they are.
Is it better with the boba?
Oh, so this is not popping boba, it's chewy boba. It's like a bit of a lychee flavored boba, I think, too. It looks white. I kind of don't like the chewy boba. If you like chewy boba, I guess you'll like it. Luckily, you can get this drink and just avoid the boba by leaving it at the bottom,
Yeah.
which is kind of what I'd recommend.
Avoid straws. That's what we're learning at this festival.
You don't need a straw. So we'll be back shortly with more. So here we are with the foods from the Tuscany Holiday Kitchen, also known as the Terrible Italy booth. We have 4 items, all 4 items from the menu this year. Montanara is fried house-made pizza dough with pomodoro sauce, parmesan, and fresh fresh basil. Is that really what basil looks like when it's baby? Because that's not basil.
Not quite.
But let's try it. We'll see. Maybe I'll just try the basil first.
Is it basil?
That's basil.
Interesting.
It is. It's very mild. It's not at all very intensely flavored. So this is a dough ball with dough, with sauce. Pizza dough with sauce.
It's definitely a dough ball.
It's a giant ball of dough. The sauce isn't terrible.
It's not bad. I've definitely had better.
Yeah.
But for the terrible Italy booth, I do think
This isn't too bad.
this is an improvement from
This
past
isn't
years.
too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that we're going to ever recommend anything from the Italy booth, but this is okay.
Yeah. I'm a very picky eater myself, so like if you have a picky eater in your family, this is a really easy go-to for the holiday
Dough,
festival.
sauce, and cheese. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a pizza in a different shape,
Yeah.
and
a
it's
bite-sized
deep
pizza.
fried. So how could you go wrong?
Yeah. It's nothing to write home about, but nothing bad to say. Yeah.
Let's move to the other savory dish, the farfalle salmon affumicato. Affumicato is apparently a fancy word for cream sauce because this has farfalle pasta with smoked salmon and cream sauce.
I'm gonna let you go first because I'm not.
Now, if this is good, this is very exciting, and I think I should love it based on the description. Let's see what actually happens in real life. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
I wish there was more salmon. There's very little salmon in this,
I was about to say. I think I got salmon in that bite.
and I even got a piece of salmon, and it's still very mild tasting. It's only a hint of salmon. I think with smoked salmon, you should get a much more prominent flavor of salmon in throughout the whole sauce.
Yeah, I just tried the salmon and I didn't taste any.
It's
salmon.
really not.
Yeah.
There, it's just a hint,
Yeah.
even when you get a chunk of it.
Yeah. I don't eat seafood too often, so any kind of seafood, I'm usually like right on top of like, yeah, that smells fishy. I'm not about it. This is very subtle. I don't think there is too much salmon in there to begin with, and like you said, you should taste a little bit.
I kind of really like the cream sauce.
The cream sauce isn't bad at all.
I kind of really like the cream sauce.
Yeah,
This may be the best Italy booth dish I've had in years.
I'm getting suspicious.
All right, let's move on to the other fried dough item.
Another
This
fried
is the
ball.
same fried dough that we had before, except for instead of with pizza sauce and cheese, this has sugar and cinnamon. So this is kind of like a churro, Italian churro.
Okay.
I think I'd rather have a churro.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be that tough compared to the other one.
I think these dough balls need to be smaller, so you have a higher ratio of topping to dough. Because right now they're really pretty sizable dough balls, and that just makes it hard to eat, but it also means you don't have much topping compared to the amount of dough.
And it is just a dense dough. You can see.
All right, and lastly, the other dessert item from this menu is the torta caprese, which is a flourless chocolate torta with chocolate sauce and vanilla cream. Now, my only experience with caprese is like the tomato
Yeah.
and mozzarella caprese, which is nothing like this.
No, this is definitely a dessert.
Flourless, so it's good for the gluten sensitive among us. It looks pretty.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's a little thick. It's pretty good though. If you love chocolate, you almost have to get this, I would say.
I kind of like this.
Yeah.
It's really a very dense brownie kind of cake.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Yeah, it's not
But it
really
melts.
cake, but it's not chewy.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's not like that chocolate cookie that we had that was dense like a brownie but really chewy. This is almost like it melts in your mouth,
Yeah,
kind of.
It's really nice.
And the chocolate sauce, which really to me just tastes like Hershey syrup on top, but it's good, and the whipped cream is good. This is surprisingly good.
Yeah, I think with the other, like, I would choose this definitely over
The dough balls,
the dough balls for
Yeah.
sure.
I would
Especially if you went with something savory from Italy. I think that pairs well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's the Tuscany Holiday Kitchen here at the EPCOT International Festival of the Holidays.
Way to go, Italy. Got better.
Here we are with the cookie from the America Holiday Kitchen. This is another one of the cookies on the cookie stroll, which is why we got it. This is the gingerbread man cookie. It does not have ears. It's just a gingerbread man.
He's very cute.
It's pretty basic, but
Yeah.
I hope it tastes good.
I think he's cute.
I'm going to eat his foot. This is kind of a weak gingerbread cookie.
Yeah.
Like, I'm much more accustomed to really intensely spiced gingerbread cookies. This is,
Kind of disappointing to me.
you almost can't even tell it's a gingerbread cookie.
It's very subtle.
Like, if you like gingerbread cookies, you're going to be disappointed in this.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
This
you
is
like,
not-
if you like cookies but not gingerbread, this may be the only gingerbread cookie you'd like. But I'm disappointed.
Yeah. No, it's not even as good as the prepackaged ones at Mary's
No.
Very Merry Christmas Party. So
No, it's not. There's almost no gingerbread flavor. Very disappointing. Here we are with the funnel cake from the funnel cake stand at the American Adventure. And this funnel cake is the Holiday Cinnamon Celebration funnel cake. It is topped with powdered sugar, vanilla ice cream, cinnamon cookie crunch, cream cheese, whipped cream, and gold dust.
that's a lot.
This is a celebration if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. How do you go about funnel cakes? Do you dive in or do you use a fork?
When it's got a lot of junk on the top, I usually try to use a fork.
Okay. I'll follow your lead then.
If it didn't have all the stuff, I would use my hands, but this is kind of a pain with all the stuff.
Yeah. I think it's good.
This is actually kind of interesting because there's cinnamon in the funnel cake batter.
Right.
Most of these really fancy, I guess, funnel cakes, most of these fancy funnel cakes are just a funnel cake with a lot of random stuff on the top. This has cinnamon in the batter, which I think makes it really good
Yeah. You get that warm cinnamon.
because you get more of the cinnamon flavor, and then the toppings are sort of separate. Obviously, it's just vanilla ice cream, but because there's cinnamon in the funnel cake batter, you really only need vanilla ice cream on top,
Right.
and it's good.
It's a good pairing because of the warm cinnamon in the funnel cake with that cold vanilla. It's a good pairing. I don't really taste the
This is apparently cinnamon cereal, but it's not cinnamon toast crunch, which is like what everyone would think when they think of cinnamon cereal. This is a different kind of cinnamon cereal.
and it's good.
It's
not
nice
stale.
and crunchy.
Yeah. I know a lot of the times when they try to add cereal to things, sometimes the cereal
gets
can
stale.
Yeah, can get
Yeah.
a little stale. This is still very crunchy and a good complement to the soft funnel cake itself.
Yep, I like this. This is one of the better seasonal funnel cakes I think I've had in a while.
Yeah, me too. It's good.
Okay, I'm here with Nana, our resident Japanese specialist,
Kinda.
to talk about food from the Shiwasu Holiday Kitchen. So what do we have here, Nana?
So we have New Year celebration soba, which is my favorite. I even cooked this at my house.
You cook New Year's celebration soba at your house?
Yeah.
Do you call it that?
No, we just call it soba. Soba.
Okay.
But yeah, and this is a sweet potato mochi cake. I assume it's a cake that is made by mochi flour.
Gooey sweet potato mochi cake
Yep.
with purple sweet potato cream, strawberry black sugary syrup, and sesame seeds. And the soba is a buckwheat soba noodles
Yep.
in a hot dashi soup with yuzu, shrimp tempura, and chopped green onion.
They put yuzu in there? That's interesting.
I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
All right, well, why don't you have some of the soba. See what you think of that.
Time to eat. はい、いただきます。はい、皆さんいただきます。Alright. Oh God, Jesus! It's been sitting here for a while, so now the noodle soaked all the soup now.
Isn't that what it's supposed to do? When I went to get ramen in Japan, it was better after it soaked in some of the broth. Is it
It's
good?
soba. I mean, soba is soba. Everywhere you go, like any Japanese restaurant, they're gonna have this noodles. Because you can make from scratch. But most of them it's already pre-made, so you just gotta boil it like spaghetti.
Right.
And then throw in this soup. That's how we eat.
Yeah. So when you make your soba at home, do you make it from scratch or do you buy like dried soba?
Dry
and just
soba.
boil it? Okay.
Dry soba. But one day I'll make a from scratch. We'll see. I mean, if you're gonna do that, I'll do it on the camera so
I mean,
we can
I've
see
made
it.
I've made spaghetti from scratch.
Spaghetti easy. We cannot find the buckwheat here.
Well, no, that's a problem. Not even at the Japanese grocery store?
No.
Oh. All right.
ちょっと
How's the shrimp tempura? You need to
They
tell
said
us.
like this is a yuzu something, right?
No, that's shrimp tempura. That looks like shrimp tempura to me.
They put like way too much flour to the shrimp. So you're pretty much eating flour.
You're not really getting any shrimp in there.
No. Do you see it?
I
No.
see it. It's a tiny little
But
piece
yeah,
of shrimp.
I mean, this is exactly the same thing that you can make at your house if you want to do it.
If you can find buckwheat flour.
No, they sell
you can
soba.
buy
I think
the buckwheat
Mitsukoshi actually
soba.
sell it downstairs. The soba that
Oh.
is already pre-made, that dry one.
Oh, that would be cool. Well, we'll have to go check that out, and then I can make some of that for dinner.
You want to try?
I guess I'll try. Whatever it's for. All right, so I'm going to try these soba noodles.
Oh, that's Italian way to eat it. What
I
I better eat?
mean, I have a fork. Oh, it's good. I like it. It's not very spicy.
It's not supposed to be spicy.
It says hot.
Not that kind of hot. Temperature
Oh.
hot.
Oh, that doesn't mean spicy.
No.
I mean, I assumed
It was
soup
hot.
means hot. And this is hot soup.
Temperature hot.
I mean, hot and sour soup is hot, but it's also spicy.
That's China, not in Japan.
I know. But when
We are
you say a
different.
hot soup, I don't know. It's good. If you like soba, this is good. Get it. All right, let's try this purple stuff.
I know you like the professional ube eater.
Gooey sweet potato mochi cake.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know why it's Japanese. I don't think it's Japanese, but whatever, the mochi is Japanese now, I guess.
Oh my,
Right. You didn't put it.
I did it. This is like if you took mochi, like the rice flour that you used to make mochi, and instead tried to make a cake with it.
It's
It's very sticky and thick.
It's the mochi cake from Hawaii, not from Japan. I know if you go to Hawaii, all the store, like any supermarket, they have this. But in my opinion, this is not a Japanese food. More like Hawaii, Japanese, like kind of food. Not legit Japanese food.
It's also not legit good.
Now Jason is
peanut
using my
gallery
word
is
legit.
laughing. The peanut gallery is laughing at me now. I mean, I guess if this is what it's supposed to be, then fine, but I don't really like it. It's too dense and chewy and sticky. It's kind of like the chewy boba that we had.
Boba is different. Boba is different. I love boba.
What's boba made out of?
Boba flour? I think it's boba flour.
And this is made
tapioca flour, actually.
And what flour is this made out of?
Rice.
Rice.
No.
Well, the tapioca and the rice aren't that far apart, are they?
They are.
Are they? I mean, I don't know. The rice comes from a rice plant, and the tapioca comes from
some kind of tree fruit? I don't know. People who watch it might look like I'm stupid.
If you know, let us know in the comments. Those of you out there who have tapioca trees in your backyard, please let us know in the comments. Thank you.
Or you can buy one. and
Or we
plant it
can
in
buy
the, in
one.
the studio.
In the meantime, if you like this kind of thing, you'll probably like it. If you want to be adventurous, you might be better off spending your money elsewhere. That's my thought.
Well, like I said, you can make your own. Go to Meat Scotia shop, buy the noodles, and cook at your house.
All right, we'll be back with more. So here we are in the Morocco Pavilion. Many of you probably have never been back here. This is way in the back, but it's the only dry spot that we could find to film this, and so we elected to sit here and we imported the foods from the Le Marché de Noël holiday kitchen in France. And so we have all of the foods on their menu. We have a crème de salmon fumée en brioche à l'aneth concombre.
Very nice.
And if you don't know what that is, it's cream of smoked salmon in house-made dill brioche bread with cucumber. So, it's the greenest bread you've ever seen in your entire life. With some smoked salmon. So this is kind of like tuna salad, but it's made with smoked salmon. So this is very promising to me. But then you put it on this greenest, brightest green bread I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not sure what to make of it. So we're going to try that first.
I'm scared. I'm so scared.
Ashton is scared.
I'm not an adventurous eater. I like McDonald's French fries and nuggets. I am not big on seafood, I won't lie to you, so we're being brave. Sorry, I panicked.
Here we go.
Okay.
The peanut gallery is laughing at us right now.
Just because I'm terrified.
I like it.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Okay.
The green bread does not taste bad. It just doesn't taste like much.
The green bread and the cucumber are definitely my favorite part, but the salmon is good.
The salmon's good.
It doesn't taste too salmon-y. Like I said, I'm not a big seafood eater. So
This is like if you
the
made
baby step.
tuna salad with salmon instead, and it's good. The green bread is so off-putting, but you really don't taste it. And it's supposed to be dill, but even then, there's not a really significant dill taste.
It's a little bit of an aftertone, but that's all I'm getting from the dill. It's an aftertaste.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Again, not a fish eater. Totally terrified of this. Not bad.
It's not bad at all. No. Okay, the next item
Oh, thank goodness.
up for bids on The Price is Right.
This looks much more appetizing.
Roti de jambon sauce moutarde à la sienne patate douce rotis.
Sounds good.
It's basically roasted ham with mushrooms, pearl onions, bacon, mustard sauce, and roasted sweet potatoes on the side.
Put them back there.
So this is ham and mushrooms. Now, that's like mushroom sauce or mustard sauce on the top. Okay, well, let's see how this is. I don't know what that is on the bottom. What is it on the bottom of this?
It's like a honey glazed ham.
The ham is decent. Overall, this is intensely salty.
Yeah.
I think the ham is very salty, and then they probably put salt in the sauce as well. And the combination makes it really, really, really salty.
Yeah. That pairs well with the sweet potato, though.
The sweet potatoes are good.
Yeah. It's a good little bite size.
I don't know what. I'm really curious, like what the base of this is, because it's kind of hard to tell.
I think that's the mushroom.
Maybe.
I don't think it's just a sauce. It's mushrooms.
Oh, it's a mushroom. Okay. Oh, and there's a giant pearl onion.
Yeah.
I see. I like onions. I'm going to try the pearl onion. It's kind of good.
Yeah.
If you like mushrooms, this is great. If you like salt, this is great.
This will be for you.
If you like ham, it's good. And if you like pearl onions, it's good.
I think pairing the sweet potato with a piece of ham is
I
probably
kind of
the way
think
to
you
go.
might need to do that. That helps a lot.
Yeah, it cuts that salt back a little bit, so pretty good.
It's almost like they should have served it over the sweet potatoes instead of on the side, because then you'd know to eat them together.
That's fair. I think you could eat it either way, whichever your preference, but just cut it back.
Okay, so that's not too bad either. And then we have the dessert, which has Hershey Kisses on top.
That's what it looks like.
This is a bûche de Noël au pain d'épices, ganache, chocolat, au lait et noisette.
That's it. You got it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Gingerbread Christmas log with milk chocolate and hazelnut ganache.
Okay. You want to cut that?
I'm going to cut it.
You can take some.
Although the interior shot is probably just the same as the exterior shot.
That's fair.
So there's the chocolate and hazelnut ganache. I'll cut you a piece because it breaks apart pretty easily. Kind of turns into a mess, and all of the chocolate and hazelnut stick to one side, and the other side is nothing.
Okay.
So this is good. I get a weird citrus taste to it. Do you get that too? I don't know where the citrus is coming from.
To a really big bite, but it was really good.
I don't know if the citrus is coming from the gingerbread or whatever. Again, here's another gingerbread item that doesn't really have the gingerbread flavor. It's really mild.
Yeah.
Is that citrusy?
That's what I'm trying to. I'm still getting it from my first bite a little bit, so I'm not convinced that I'm.
I don't know,
Having the
but
best
somewhere in
advice here,
here
but I do
there's a
think it-
really pretty prominent citrus taste, which actually goes with the chocolate and hazelnut really well.
This is a really good treat.
I really like this.
I would love this with the coconut that we had earlier, the coconut drink,
Oh, the coquito.
the coquito. Yeah.
This would be good.
That would
This
be
would
a
be
good
good
pair.
with any alcoholic drink. Luckily, we have some. The first drink we've got here is the frozen hot chocolate martini. This has Grey Goose La Vanilla vodka, and then regular vodka, and then chocolate milk and whipped cream. So let's see how this is. That's really, really
Yeah.
alcohol forward.
That burns the back of your throat a little bit.
I mean, it's Grey Goose vodka, so it should be good. I don't know what the second vodka is, but it does burn a little bit. I don't know why this is a thing. Like, this is just chocolate milk with vodka.
Yeah, it's not. It's
Like, if this was the frozen hot chocolate like we had from Odyssey,
yeah. The aftertaste of this is not even.
no. But this is just chocolate milk with vodka, and it's kind of, I don't know.
I'll drink another sip just to be safe.
It tastes okay, but it's not really, it's kind of not something that needs to exist.
Yeah, no. There's other offerings here that get this done in a much nicer way.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yep. So not recommended the chocolate martini from France. Maybe this will be better. This is the blood orange mimosa, sparkling wine, orange juice, and blood orange. Blood orange, I don't know what. Blood orange juice. It's not chunks of blood orange. So maybe it's blood orange juice, blood orange puree. I don't know. But it's a mimosa. It's got a lot of juice and not necessarily a lot of the sparkling wine.
I was about to say I barely taste the wine.
It's not very bubbly. So if you're looking for something alcoholic,
Mild.
don't get this. It's good. I kind of like it. I like fruity drinks, and so I like the flavor of it.
Yeah.
It just has, the balance is off. For what you normally expect as a mimosa, the balance between the juice and the sparkling wine is way off in favor of the juice.
I'd say that.
So this is, if you're looking for a mimosa, this is probably going to disappoint you.
Yeah. Just get a regular mimosa.
If you can. I don't know if you can here, but... So there we go. That's the holiday kitchen in France.
Hi there. We're back from the Laheim Holiday Kitchen. We have the black and white cookie, which
Is
self-explanatory there. We got the rugelach as well. It's a pastry filled with raspberry jam, walnuts, and cinnamon. We're gonna get this to chance. I'm gonna start with the black and white
start
cookie.
with the cookie. There you go. It's crumbly.
I'm disappointed.
It's a black and white cookie. It's kind of mediocre.
The frosting is really thick on top.
To me, this doesn't make sense because this is kind of a run-of-the-mill,
It's like a normal cookie you get from Publix.
except it's half chocolate and half white chocolate,
Right.
or half white frost. It's not white chocolate; it's
No,
white
it's
frosting. This is another one of those things that I don't think really needs to exist as an offering at the Food and Wine Festival. I think they could come up with a lot more.
Festival holidays.
Or the festival holidays, or any festival for that matter. It's not an inventive thing. It's just kind of blah, and I think they could do better. This is almost like this is just them giving up.
Oh my.
Do better,
Yeah.
especially for Disney pastry chefs. Disney pastry chefs should be able to do better than that. All right, now the rugelach. These feel hard.
They do feel hard, but I'll try to open one up just to see. Can't tell
It's not too bad.
It's a lot of breading on the pastry. The pastry is very bready. Very flaky.
Flaky.
I'm mostly tasting the pastry itself, not this inside of the pastry.
You don't get a lot of raspberry flavor at all with this,
Right.
and even less walnut.
I don't taste anything. I don't taste anything but
No.
the pastry itself. Like
This is kind of hard. It's kind of not as flaky as these things should be. You could probably get better ones at Publix. This is another thing that I don't think needs to be here. It's not good enough to warrant a place in the festival. I think Disney either needs to do better. They either need to make a really good version of this, or they should just make something else altogether. Because this is pretty mediocre.
Yeah, and those are the only dessert options from that.
L'Haim.
From that booth. So
Yeah, don't
kinda
get dessert
disappointed.
at L'Haim. All right, here we are at the final stops of our EPCOT International Festival of the Holidays food reviews. We've got options here from the Yukon Holiday Kitchen and the Refreshment Port, not to be confused with the Refreshment Post nor the Refreshment Outpost, both of which also exist here at EPCOT. So first we're going to look at the turkey poutine. The turkey poutine from the Refreshment Port has sweet potato fries, and then turkey, cranberry sauce, gravy, cheese curds, and French fried onions. So this looks pretty promising. I don't actually think the cheese curds are on the menu, so it looks like they just put them on for the heck of it. Because what's poutine without cheese curds? This is an interesting blend of flavors. I'm not actually sure what I think of this. It's really good with sweet potato fries. Turkey and gravy are very tasty. Oftentimes what can make or break a turkey-based dish like this is the cranberry sauce. There's not a lot of it, so it's not essentially like overpowering the rest of the flavors in this, so I like it. I think this is a great option for poutine. I still kind of like the regular poutine better, but this having sweet potatoes as the base is actually a really interesting concept, and I do like the sweet potatoes. So this is a good option. Absolutely, I would say there's plenty of poutine dishes I've had over the years from Refreshment Port that are not as good as this. So this is one of the better, festival poutines at Refreshment Port. And yes, if you're wondering, my companions seem to keep falling by the wayside as we make our way around World Showcase, and that's why I'm here by myself. Beware the bright green bun. We're not going to move next to the Yukon Holiday Kitchen. If you didn't know, Yukon is a country north of Canada. All right, I'm kidding. Let's see. The Yukon Holiday Kitchen. This is the seared salmon with butternut squash puree, maple bourbon glaze, and fennel arugula salad. Salmon is a very common item on the Yukon/Canada menus. Almost every festival has a salmon item. This looks like it's really nicely cooked with a crispy outside. The butternut squash puree underneath is very nice. The salmon itself is nice and crispy. I think this is cooked perfect. I mean, it's cooked well done, which salmon necessarily shouldn't be, but the outside pan-seared crispy outside of this is really, really tasty. Now I'm trying the fennel arugula salad. That's also really good. I know a lot of people don't like arugula because it has a pretty potent taste. I love arugula. This salad is great. The salmon's good. This is a winter dish, actually. I'd say it's a pretty nice sized piece of salmon too for the price. So if you like salmon, you'll definitely like this dish. If you like arugula, the salad is fantastic. And we're going to move lastly to the cookie. This is again part of the cookie stroll, so we had to buy it. This is the Snickerdoodle cookie made with Snickers. Now, when I was a kid, Snickerdoodle cookies I thought were obviously made with Snickers. That just makes sense, right? But they're not. So this Snickerdoodle cookie is made with Snickers. Normally, I think Snickerdoodle cookies are supposed to be kind of soft. This is way drier than a Snickerdoodle cookie should be. This is also way drier than all of the other cookies we had so far at the festival today. And this is one that shouldn't be. So, I don't know. I'm going to try maybe a different bite. I do get some of the Snicker. There's a little bit of Snicker on the top. You get a little bit of the peanut flavor. It's nice. Otherwise, it's just chocolate, which is not a big deal. It's a little disappointing, I would say. It shouldn't be as hard and crunchy as it is. Flavor-wise, it's okay. I wouldn't recommend this, but honestly, I wouldn't recommend most of the cookies on the cookie stroll. So that's pretty typical, I think, of cookie strolls at festivals anyway. So this one's nothing new. It's okay. Kids would like it. Kids aren't going to care. But it's too hard. That, I think, ends our festival review coverage for today at the EPCOT International Festival of the Holidays. It's a good thing that it's ending because A, it's getting dark, and B, my companions keep falling by the wayside as we make our way around. So, but we'll have coverage, or at this point we probably have coverage of most of the rest of the festival offerings, including Candlelight Processional. So check right here on our YouTube channel for the rest of the festival coverage. And God willing, we'll be back at the next festival with some more bad snacks.